All right, what's up on Sunday? I'm here with XTR Human.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Yeah, you too. So, tell the viewers who you are and what you're all about.
Yeah, I'm extra human from Germany. I live in Berlin, and yeah, the project exists approximately 10 years, and yeah, it's dark wave, EBM with German vocals. Yeah, a modern approach of EBM, I would say.
All right, and so where'd the name XTR Human come from?
Um, good question. It's I think already like 12 years ago, like I read some books from Nietzsche and was like inspired by Nietzsche philosophy and like the idea is extra, like means you're above a human but also outside a human, so it's like a contradiction in
Okay.
how I consider it. So for me this means like it's a struggle to be human, but in the same time humans are crazy, can be good and bad. So like that's the idea behind the name.
All right. So when you're out on the road touring, what's your favorite snack to eat?
I like Trader Joe's. No, I mean it's not a snack, but like it's so much better what you have in the States, like snacks in the supermarket compared to Germany, like stuff you can eat without heating up, because when you're on the road, you don't have an oven and stuff.
Right.
But there is like this is very important that you eat a bit healthy food, because otherwise you can't stand the tour. So I eat the Trader Joe's salad and uh, yeah, and other stuff, other snacks from the fridge section.
All right. Speaking of salad, if you were a salad, what kind of dressing would it have?
uh, I don't know how to say it in English. Like, but I can say my favorite salad is the one with the walnut and the blue cheese and whatever dressing this is. I like it.
All right.
Vinegar, apple, whatever.
All right. So obviously you're touring the states right now, right?
Yes, yes.
Have you toured over here a lot?
Last year was my first time, and yeah, I decided to come again. So think it won't be the last time. I really like the country and all the people.
All right, that's good. Is this the furthest away from home you've been to do shows?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, West Coast is almost like the farthest you can go from Germany. Maybe
Yeah.
China or Japan would be a bit further, or Australia, but yeah, yeah.
All right, and I'll just pop this up real quick for you. There's the tour poster. If you're in Dallas, San Antonio, Chicago, Tampa, or Los Angeles, make sure you check them out.
And there's one show more that's not on the poster, is news in Austin on
Okay.
28, but yeah.
All right. So how did you first get into making music?
Uh, yeah, I mean, in Germany, we have this school program, music programs. So we start quite early with when we're in the kindergarten. Like it's
Mhm.
usually you start like with I don't know, like drumming and singing and stuff, and then
Mhm.
you would start with a proper instrument, like I did trumpet and then later guitar, and so slowly you get into making music. But I think it was my music teacher who inspired me to form a band, and yeah, and then yeah, for me that was like a magical moment. You're together in a room doing music, you can actually create something, and yeah, and I couldn't stop doing music since then.
Oh, one of my friends out in the Chicago area said, "Oh, you're going to be at Sanctum. Might have to stop by."
Yeah, I played the after party, so it will be late, but it probably will also be a good party.
For sure. Um, what do you think is the biggest struggle that you're facing right now as a musician?
uh, the biggest trouble. I mean, I had more trouble in the past
Hmm.
when I played with other musicians. I mean, it's a bit sad because it's nice to play with other musicians,
Hmm.
but the fact that I can play now in the US is only because I'm now a one person show basically, and I would say that's kind of sad. It's would be better to play with more people, having more gear involved for shows, but you really need to reduce. I mean, it's a capitalistical logic also for musicians. Yeah, the
Hmm.
more people you are, the more gear you have, more expenses you have. So that's a bit sad, I think. But I mean, it affects everyone, right? Like everyone needs to think how to make stuff profitable,
Right.
doable. Yeah.
All right. What's a piece of music that had like a big influence on you when you were younger?
Yeah, I mean, it's probably a bit a lame answer, but it's Joy Division.
Okay,
uh,
no, that's a good answer.
yeah, I mean that, but many people would say that. But I had, I think it was a compilation. Think called Still or something. It was this yellow compilation, and I had no idea what is Joy Division, post punk, and goth music. But it was cheap, and in the supermarket I bought it and really loved it.
Hmm. Hatfield says, "What up? What up?" Luke also agrees that was a good answer.
Yeah.
All right. So, what do you think? What are some of the uh, wow words? Okay. What are some of the influences on how new music now?
um, I think like one thing is I changed. Or again, in the past, I played
Mm,
more. I sang in English, and I changed it during Corona. I had a bit of time to reflect what would I like to try out, like new
mm,
things. And I'm a big fan of Falco, like his a pop artist from the 80s from Austria, and he's singing in German. And I would consider him the German speaking Prince. Like it's awesome. Like if you
okay.
don't know him, check it out. And like I would say he had a big influence on my new music
Mm,
because how he used German words, and so it sounds actually cool and not. I mean, German as a language sounds rough, but
mm,
I don't want all the time that it sounds rough. You know, like how
right.
you can use the words to support the songs. Use the words that the sound of the words maybe a bit like a percussion element and such stuff. So I would say, yeah, Falco.
Rivet Head says, "I still have my Falco on vinyl."
Amazing, amazing. First two albums, like masterpieces, really.
Emily asks, "What are your favorite Joy Division songs?"
Um, uh, 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 I think Transmission.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you had any really strange interactions with fans?
Um, no, no,
That's
actually not.
good.
No, no. I mean, there were funny moments, but no. Like, I'm lucky. I have a very friendly fan. So.
All right. If there was ever a future where you couldn't make music, what would you do instead?
Good question. Yeah, I mean, apart from music, I do also web analytics stuff. Like I studied maths, so I would be spending more time with calculation stuff.
All right. So you recently did a new EP, which is one song but a few different versions of it, right?
Yeah, the idea is was to release a single and support the singer with remixes, because I also have a label. Started it last year, and I have all these contacts to very good producers, and then I just ask them if they want to do their own interpretation of the singer. And I thought it's a good idea because the remixes are more club oriented. So there's a better chance that this tracks get played in a techno club maybe. And so that was the idea.
Have people liked it so far?
Yeah, like I'm very happy. A friend of mine is DJ for KXP, and I just saw today that it got played at KXP. So, but also the other feedback was great so far. Yeah.
Oh, good. If you could collaborate with anybody, who would you want to do it with?
I think I don't know if you know the artist Curses. He's based in Berlin.
I don't think so.
Italo, like Sister of Mercy meets Italo Disco.
Okay, I need to check this out.
Yeah. I can write you the it's like curse to curse, curses.
Okay.
And he's live insanely good. Like I just saw him with Years of Denial 2 months ago in Berlin. Very talented musician.
All right. So you just dropped that EP. Are you working on anything else new?
Yeah. I have a full album, and currently everything is in the mastering process. And I will release it next year. So and already playing lots of new shows. Sorry, I will play a lot of new songs on my shows now. So yeah, there is new stuff.
All right. Oh, we have Justice saying she wants to hear that, and I think Luke does too. So I guess we need to check all that out. All right. Where can people find you and keep up to date on your stuff?
I think best is on Bandcamp. At the moment, I had a bit of a problem. My website got hacked, and was right before the US tour, and had no time to rebuild it. So usually it's xtrhuman.de, but if you just Google Extra Human, I am on all platforms. Instagram
what happened. I went to your website once and it worked, and I tried again like a couple days later and it didn't work, and I'm like, uh-oh.
Yeah. Probably in November I have more time for that.
All right, and what do you want to say to your fans or new fans that you might have made tonight?
Yeah, I like to meet you and have a beer if you come to my show. I mean that's always it's amazing to play to be on like new places, experience the location, and play the show. But like one of my favorite experiences always to get to know new people, and like and it's always different than what you would experience at home. I mean, Berlin is a nice city. There are lots of concerts, and you meet new people, but it's something different if you are on the other half of the world and meeting other people there. And I think you benefit a lot to meet different people and hear their stories. So this is my favorite.
All right. Yeah, Justice, you tuned in late. Yeah, he is based out of Berlin.
Yeah, originally I'm from Bavaria.
Okay. let's see. So is there like a huge difference, like going to different countries and stuff? Like, is there like culture shock for you?
Not really culture shock. I mean, America is definitely different than Europe, but for example, I was in April in Uzbekistan
Hmm.
for holidays, and I mean the difference that was different. You know, like the um, cultural values are completely different to what you have in the Western world. So, but I
Hmm.
think, of course, there are major differences between America and Germany or France,
Right.
UK, but it's not that big that I would say it's a cultural shock.
All right. Um, is there anything we didn't talk about that you wanted to talk about tonight?
Uh, let me think. No, no, not so far.
Okay. All right. That's all I had. Anyone in the comments got anything else? Oh, here we go. Luke asked, "How long does it take to plan a tour to the states?"
I think it depends how much support you have. I'm lucky that I have very nice people who help me to find concerts um, in California, in Texas, with
Hmm.
Necroflash, and also I played a tour already last year, so I had this contacts and the last tour, like people reacted quite nicely, so it was easy to find this concerts. But there's a lot of logistic involved, so I
Hmm.
started to plan it like a year ago because you need to car rental service,
Yeah.
hotels, like everything. So it takes a while, yeah.
All right. Justice says, "Go to Kathmandu. It's beautiful culture and people."
I will write it down. Yeah.
All right. What are some of your favorite newer artists right now?
Let me think. Uh, 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 um, Damn, I forgot the name. Um, I play. Let me like Bestial Mouse. I really like. Just played with them.
Hmm.
Ian Rings. Spy Careless. I really like. Really excited to see them live in Chicago. Uh, I don't know. Like there's, I really like Panda Modern.
Hmm.
Um, there's a couple of artists. Like I don't know if they're from West Coast or from where they're from, but they're the sound of modern EBM in US is
Hmm.
different to Europe. Like there's a lot of good bands in Europe too, but I like this production quality. Like for example, modern Panda Modern. Sorry, you can really hear that they're spend a lot of time in the studio tweaking everything and super dancey. Yeah,
All right. Uh, M says, "I love Spike
yeah.
Heelis." Yeah. Rivet Head says, "How is the scene in Berlin? Is it pretty active or is it more underground?"
Depends what kind of scene you mean. Like there is like traditional goth scene in Germany is good connected. You have Wave Gothic Treffen in Leipzig, which is not far away from Berlin. In Berlin, you have a couple of goth clubs, Dark Wave, and what is really a good development is the last. I mean, it's already a bit older, but the connection between industrial and
Hmm.
techno, that you have this techno goth people going to Berghain, and such people are started to be interested in industrial music, in dark wave, and it became kind of cool. Um, yeah, and I think there is because of that, there is like a new, interesting, creative things happening, like with more club-oriented dark wave music or industrial music, and I really like this. So there is a bigger scene, but of course, like it's not like EDM or I don't know mainstream techno, but I think it's great to in Berlin. It's definitely a good spot to discover new dark music.
All right. Anyone else in the comments got anything? All right, I will, Justice. I will totally go to Leipzig with you.
I go also to Pogo Gothic. That's the smaller, more DIY part. Like Wave Gothic Treffen, they have usually the bigger names, but you should do in the same time. There's also this other underground festival. And if you go to Leipzig to the festival, make sure you have both tickets, and because the after parties there are better and it's more punky and honest. Yeah.
All right. Anybody else got anything? Y'all in the comments, if you had some great questions tonight, I really appreciate it. All right. All right. I guess that's it. Well, thank you so much for joining me tonight. This was a long. Oh, hang on. Okay. When you tour, do you look for other shows to see, or do you just sleep between performances?
Yeah, I usually try to see as much shows as possible, but sometimes, like you have this schedule. You're driving, then you need to go to the hotel for a sound check. Sometimes not possible to see everything, but I try because I mean, there you have the chance to see bands that probably won't go that quickly to Germany. So yeah, I do that.
You said thanks for coming on and hanging out. All right. Thank you so much for coming on. Everyone stay tuned. I have a big Halloween show announcement coming very soon. But until next time, yeah, thanks for coming on.
Thank you a lot.
Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Drop the bass.